I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Soldier Field. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
They'll roll him out right. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Opening drive touchdown, and 2-point conversion.
Amazing nowadays for the kickers. I've actually talked with a few of them. They're more concerned about the point after touchdown than actually missing regular field goals. So maybe the coach is taking some pressure off here and just going for 2 and saying, I'm saving you for the big stuff later.
He's hanging out by the net. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch the pass.
First down, Fitzpatrick. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shot with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Switch up, switch up.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw, eluding the pressure right. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Bears push further out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Let him know.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Ricky.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now it's Trubisky rolling to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. There he goes, right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. But he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they... And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And a touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, Montgomery. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trubisky will throw, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Don't throw this way.
So it's third and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being...
That is caught by Williams for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams there to make the grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And an alley to run. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 39 yards. As the Bears push further out in front. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing again on second down. Fitzpatrick. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. On play action, Fitzpatrick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky, sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now Fitzpatrick, incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Fitzpatrick. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable, and both of them came together.